feel very blessed, mostly.
Helen Groh has 5 children: Daniel, Jane, Diane, Donna, and Russell.
He's getting old.
Old.
Yeah. Getting gray. Getting gray hair. He's getting old. He thinks it's great. Russell was the baby. Has cerebral palsy and he's deaf. He's doing very well, but he still needs somebody to look after him. When he was first born, they told me to put him in an institution. The pediatricians, because he would never, and I said no. I had 4 other children. I knew what he should do, and I would keep him for a year. And if he didn't do anything except stare at the ceiling, but he tried to get his thumb in his mouth. And then when I saw how determined he was to do that at 6 months, then I knew that we'd have something to work with. I just couldn't see myself parting with him. I knew it was going to be a struggle, and it was. I mean, there were times that it was a struggle. They said that we would have to teach him to crawl before he could try to walk. And when I used to take him for a walk in the carriage, I'd sit him up and I'd put his hands on each side of the carriage, and I'd press on his hand to make him feel that he had to grab this, and that's how he sat in the carriage.
Russell's going to cut his cake, but first we're going to sing Happy Graduation.
Pappy and I, at least I had him to help me once in a while. After he died, then it was me and Russ. That was it. We lead a pretty regimented life. It's up at 6 o'clock. Time to get up. Get dressed. Eat your breakfast. Go in, brush your teeth. And wait for the van. That's 4 days a week. Oh, he patiently sits there and waits. And when the van's coming down the street, then he comes out. Then we don't need to stand outside.
Russell works at a center for industrial training where he helps pack boxes.
When he comes home, we sit here and I get him a drink and we go through the mail. And then at 5 o'clock or a little after, we eat dinner. But I find that if you keep Russell on a schedule and don't change it too much, then he's fine. But you throw a monkey wrench in the works, then he gets a little confused. But sometimes I leave him here at the kitchen table and I go to bed and I just fix his toothbrush and he takes it from there, gets himself ready and goes to bed. He's very efficient that way. Then on Friday we go for groceries. He loves to go grocery shopping. He uses the cart as a, to keep him stable. Now he's at the point now where he knows where everything is in the grocery store better than I do. The only way he can express himself is through sign language. Anything on the technical side, he gets to know it, but it's hard to explain in sign language what you're trying to convey to him. Yeah, till I come home. Okay? Okay. His motor skills, they stay about the same. As he got older, I had to get things to help him, like that walker, because he was falling so much. We've been going to basketball games for 3 years. Hello.
My mom and Russell moved down. We just wanted them to become very acclimated into the community. And what a perfect segue was my son, Nick, played basketball. So we were like, come to the games, come to the games. And of course she wanted to see her grandson play basketball. So
We took him to the games.
took him to the games.
When N-I-C-K throws a three-pointer. Oh, he likes that one, don't you? A three-pointer. And right up and
They just absolutely loved it. Families that I work with or Nick is friends with would all come up and say hi. So we just thought that was a good way for them to make friends and feel part of Enola. When my mom passes away, it's planned that Russell will live with us. It's always been the way it's going to be. That since age 21, I've known I was going to have him. It's like going back to having, a young child at your house.
Donna and Russie were always very close. She literally took him under her wing at a very tender age because they are only 14 months apart. And from the time she was 3 and he was 2, I mean, she was always there for him. She really was always there.
As far as Russell being part of the family, at this point, because we've done so much, I couldn't even imagine him going to a home at this point.
I resigned myself to the fact that I was going to have Russell till the day I died. He wouldn't have had a home life. He'd have had an institutional life. Good God, I don't even want to think about it. Think how lonesome I'd be if I didn't have him here. He can't talk to me, but at least we can converse somewhere. He's my buddy, only he's a pain in the ass. I love you.